my style. I'm about to lock down.
Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shorty oughta been my me. Ooh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You know that I left, yeah, did.
Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
Victory, gold on my neck, Mr. T. Victory, victory. Zombie gang rapping that NYC. Victory. Ice on my neck like I'm little weak. We run like a Pericles. It's on earth, but it's where I be. Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Imagine when you're 30,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream. Cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's dark, it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now, no reason to doubt. It's clear to see, all eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary, the start of war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead.
It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, to the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend, protect your neck. Shame on the 3 boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already dead. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome to 96. You a shook one, breathe easy, know the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah, the mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. Two words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This on that quiet storm. T-O-N-Y. Top of New York with a pitchfork.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shawty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cut the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off with the Oakland Raiders. Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, now Carr. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Macklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 11. First down, Rivers. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure, but it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down. Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. That is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Cluster.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On second down, here's Carr. He completes it to Jordan Nelson. A good pickup there at 22. Throwing on first down is Carr. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Carr to throw on second down.
One thing that really impressed me about...
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Walsh. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was something.
And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Rivers now after the fumble recovery. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Here you go, man. Hey, downtown! Let's go!
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, go orange. Orange. Red Delta!
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. Stepping up, he'll try and run. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now a second down throw for Rivers. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Hurry up!
So on third and goal, Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Sturgis adds the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back to the ground, this time Lynch takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. Right there in coverage, the veteran Cam Chancellor.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They try again with Scarborough, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Oakland. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Rivers. He's going to fire one one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Orange.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Rivers now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Hey, Delta!
A first down throw here for Rivers. Flush to his right. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The drive starts on the ground with Scarborough. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Now Carr throwing on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. On third down, they go Lynch. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Benjamin. Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Delta!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Hurry up.
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This will be taken at the 10. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They go play action here on 1st down. And Cook has it left side. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
7:34.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Carr now on 1st down. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Seth Roberts in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Walsh adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Delta!
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Fights through and now a crease. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this 1st half of action. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. To return it now, here's King. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Hey, hurry up. Hey, Rocket.
Rivers now on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
3rd and long for Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. The Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now Rivers. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. To throw his car. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. To throw on second down. Carr. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Carr. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. The Chargers getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Bruce Irvin in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on third and long. Rivers. And he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Drew Kaiser now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start off with a give to Scarborough. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Carr. Room here to run. Finds Roberts left side. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They run. This is Scarborough. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Raiders on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lynch. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he's on to punt for Oakland. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Ooh, with a juke. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
You gave the stat early on that he's one of just 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards last year, and then you said they needed to bottle him up for under 100 yards. He's way under 100 yards.
Bottom line, he's had virtually no success whatsoever.
And because of that, among a couple other reasons, they're down on the scoreboard. To throw on 2nd down, Rivers. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left, those 2 points, doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr caught by Nelson left side. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, Carr. Roberts with it over the middle. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Scarborough. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. This is Scarborough, and an alley to run. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brent, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Brandon Mebane able to get him for a loss of about 3. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Now they'll run on the draw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 7, but still well short here with 4th and goal looming. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
So out come the Chargers. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Here we go.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And give him a gain of 37. Rivers on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Here you go, man.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, watch 28. Good. Run 80. Q. Hey, hurry up.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Hurry up.
3rd and goal for Rivers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance. It just was. Unsuccessful.
Monday down. Hurry, get set, fellas. Hey, 4 down.
Now a toss play. This is Scarborough. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
There's Scarborough with the toss. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance.